I flew on Delta's Airbus A321-200. This flight took me from Milwaukee, Wisconsin down to Atlanta, Georgia, and was the first of two flights taking me down to Florida. This was in fact my first time ever flying on an Airbus jet, and I'm excited to see what Delta's A321 has to offer. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Good morning from Milwaukee General Mitchell International Airport. I'm Tomcat 1226 and welcome back to the channel. I'm up bright and early for my flight that leaves in 2 hours at 6:50 a.m. As you can see, 2026 is 100 years anniversary of Milwaukee Airport, commencing operations way back in 1926. After a decent walk, we made it to my gate D44 in Milwaukee's Concourse D. Waiting outside is my ride down to Atlanta, registered as November 328 Delta November, is an Airbus A321-200 that has flown its entire life with Delta since it was built in November 2017. As of uploading this video, Delta Airlines is the second largest operator in the world of the Airbus A321, with over 215 of the type currently flying with the airline. For today's flight, operating as Delta DL-1236, I'll be flying in economy, or as Delta likes to call it, main cabin, which I'm excited to test out on my first time flying an Airbus. After waiting a bit, it was time for boarding. Let's go check out Delta's Airbus A321. Thank you.
Good morning.
Today, I'm sitting in seat 16A, a preferred seat in the front row of main cabin on Delta's Airbus A321-200. This seat has great legroom because it's directly behind comfort class with up to 31 inches of pitch. Besides the extra legroom, I paid for 16A for engine view of the CFM56 5B turbofan engines, which unfortunately is slightly behind the front of the cowling, but I'm still really loving this view. The tray table is a good size and slides back and forth, probably able to hold a MacBook Air at most. In the seat pocket is the safety card, information and instructions for connecting to the in-flight Wi-Fi, and the air sickness bag. There is also a small pouch which I suppose is there because it has Comfort Plus seats in front, which I did use. For charging ports, there is USB on the back of the seat, and another USB in various other ports beneath the seat in front of you. Above you are the typical reading light, air vents, and the flight attendant call button. Also, the headrest is fully adjustable and moves up and down. The Delta A321 also has air vents in the back of the seats, but they were not working. Before I knew it, we were soon starting up and pushing back, so sit back and watch this takeoff, climbing into the clouds off of Milwaukee's runway 25 left.
Welcome aboard. At Delta, safety always goes first, which is why our operations and customer center is on duty 24/7, 365 days a year. Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta. The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority, and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So before we depart, please pay attention to this important message.
Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin. Place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you, and stow larger electronic devices.
Handheld, portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured. If you lose an electronic device, please do not adjust your seat. Ask a crew member for help. Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear.
To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release and inside the lavatories, reach up and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary.
Or manually inflated by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See you soon.
What a beautiful takeoff on my first Airbus flight. The view of those clouds was truly breathtaking. As we climb to our cruising altitude, let's look at the in-flight entertainment. It is very responsive and has a wide selection of movies, series, live TV, music, games, and more. However, I left it on the moving map for most of the flight. As we continued climbing, the snack service began. I got Biscoff cookies, Sun Chips, and Coke, which were all really good, especially those Biscoff cookies, which are always super tasty. Delta's A321-200s can accommodate 191 passengers with 20 in first class, 35 seats in comfort class, and 136 seats in main cabin or economy, with 39 rows of seats in total, with first class being in a 2-2 configuration while the rest of the plane in the standard 3-3 configuration. The main cabin lavatories are extremely small, even more than the Boeing 717's lavatories. However, they were nice and clean and have these cool blue LED lights. The sink doesn't work though. After cruising for just under 30 minutes, we began our descent to Atlanta, Georgia, and the seatbelt sign turned on. Enjoy an approach and landing into the world's busiest airport, landing on runway 8 right. Overall, I think that was a great flight. I really enjoyed the Airbus A321, and the flight crew was very friendly. And the cherry on top to all this was getting a visit to the flight deck. As always, be sure to ask the pilots for trading cards as well. Thanks again, Delta. Anyway, I have a connection to make. Thank you so much for watching my first ever Airbus trip report. Let me know your thoughts on Delta's A321 in the comments below. And with that, I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!